नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। उमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देकं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and topmost knowledge. Pavitram idam uttam. So here by Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in 4th chapter, we are going to understand, study about the importance of yajna and the knowledge, and also karma itself. Krishna is going to teach us that what is karma. Karma yoga we already studied in the 3rd chapter. But what Krishna tells Arjuna, that even the learned persons are bewildered or confused about what exactly karma and akarma. Now, since we are studying Bhagavad Gita for so many years, again and again, Arjuna in the battlefield, he got the opportunity to study Bhagavad Gita only once, but directly from Krishna. We are also studying directly from Krishna only. Simply there is no difference at all how Arjuna heard it from Krishna or how we are studying Bhagavad Gita now. It's exactly the same way. Because nothing changed. All the knowledge what Krishna gave to Arjuna is exactly the same slokas as it is we are studying. That's why Srila Prabhupada even titled the Bhagavad Gita, what he wrote as Bhagavad Gita as it is. So, we are understanding very well from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna told Arjuna that even learned persons are confused, bewildered about what is karma and what is akarma. So, akarma is not acting, not doing. So, vikarma is forbidden activities. See, if you are not doing forbidden activities, that is important. But akarma is, the karma is the prescribed duties, but not doing the prescribed duties is akarma. That's what we need to understand. We are able to, first of all, the duties, the actions, what we are doing, into, first of all, two. One is prescribed duties, another is forbidden activities, abominable activities. These are the two types of activities. So the prescribed duties, when we do it with attachment to the results, then we will be, whether prescribed duties or forbidden activities, if attachment to the results are there, then we are going to be bound. That's what we need to know. But if we do it without attachment to the results, the prescribed duties. Krishna said in one more sloka we studied earlier that Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhak sadhureva samantavyak samyak vivasito hisa. Even if one performs the most abominable activities, sudurachara. Achara is just performing the prescribed duties. Durachara is performing the abominable activities. Sudurachara means the most abominable activities. But if he is my devotee engaged in my devotional service, he should be considered only saintly. So what we understand from this sloka that, and this sloka and the next sloka Krishna says in the 9th chapter, that if one is a devotee of Krishna, or if one is performing the most abominable activities, if he becomes a devotee of Krishna, then he will become the righteous person. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma sasvachantim nigacchati. So he will quickly become righteous. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. That's what we need to understand. Sasvachantim nigacchati. He attains everlasting peace. For us, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, now we understand very well that everyone is controlled by the three modes of material nature, and this world itself is full of problems, and the mind is flickering, it's unsteady, it is not in one place, it is chanchalam. All those things we understand. So now we need to act with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and control our mind and make our mind as our best friend. So that way we should be able to perform only prescribed duties for Krishna. That's how our lifestyle should be. So our lifestyle every day, whatever we do, we should do it for Krishna. We should prescribe duties only for Krishna, without any attachment to the result. And I have been telling almost in every class that the only one action we do, that is spreading this Bhagavad Gita, that is teaching this Bhagavad Gita, engaging ourselves in spreading Krishna's message. All other things will fall in place. That's a very, very important duty for each one of us. We should not neglect, we should take this very, very seriously. We have to go and find out devotees, identify devotees. It's a very important service, we got it. We should not hesitate. We should not delay. This should be our only primary tasks in our life every day. Then only everything else will be very great in our life. Then only all things will go very good. Otherwise, we will be just struggling and suffering. As Krishna says that Machittaga Sarvadurgani Matprasadat Tarisasi. This sloka also I'm quoting so many times. So how we can think of Krishna all the time? By engaging ourselves in spreading his message. So that way we are actually always talking about Krishna only. We're studying Bhagavad Gita and talking about Bhagavad Gita and what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita and doing everything as per Krishna's instructions, preparing prasadam for Krishna and offering prasadam to Krishna and chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and going to temple and doing all these activities will keep us in Krishna consciousness all the time. So if we engage our senses, our working senses in these kinds of activities, but definitely outside world is not that safe. Everywhere there are distractions. Easily mind can be carried up. That is the reality. If you see something, if you hear something, or if you open your smartphone and read something and browse something, easily our mind will be taken up. Once carried away, we lose intelligence immediately. Indriyanam charattam yanmanonu vidiyade tadasya harati prajnam vayurnavam ivam. So that's what we need to understand. So our mind should be with us. How we are going to keep our mind with us? That is possible only by engaging ourselves in Krishna's service. So Krishna's causeless mercy, that will definitely happen. We will be able to do it because we are able to get this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That's the reason. It is Krishna's mercy is there. That is the proof that Krishna's causeless mercy is there. We are able to study Bhagavad Gita because Krishna himself told in Bhagavad Gita that I am giving this knowledge because you are my friend, you are my devotee. I am giving this knowledge because I love you so much. So that way Krishna is giving us this knowledge and this knowledge will take care of everything. For all our problems in this world only is ignorance, nothing else. If we have the knowledge, then we will be able to come out of all the problems. So we are getting the knowledge, we are understanding every chapter, every sloka, what we study, we are going much deeper into that and understanding very clearly. We are able to connect slokas from different chapters very well and all the concepts are very, very clear. All the subjects which Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita is very clear, no doubts, no room for any doubt. I believe we are one of the group team studying Bhagavad Gita to this much very, very deeper, getting deeper understanding of this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Understanding between karma. Because Krishna himself says that karmano hi api bodhavyam, bodhavyam cha vikarmanaga, akarmanas cha bodhavyam, gahana karmano gati. So bodhavyam means one should know it. One should understand. What is karma? What is vikarma? What is akarma? Everything we should understand, but we understand it now. There is no question. But by that way, we should be, each one of us will be able to understand our situation also. In what circumstances we are there. And how to solve our problems. That's what we need to understand. And before death, before we leave this body, we should free ourselves from this world. So, that's why that also I mentioned so many times. Before our body stops working, before we die, mentally we have to renounce everything from this material world. That means we should die already. Not worrying about anything, not thinking about anything. Nothing should affect us. Whatever we have heard in the past, whatever we are going to hear in the future, nothing should affect us. We have to elevate ourselves to that level. Only with Bhagavad Gita it's possible. Because there is no point in worrying about our future. Everything is in Krishna's hands. We are not the doer. First of all, we understand from Bhagavad Gita that we are not the doer. So that means we can't do anything. When we are not the doer, we can't do anything. Things are all going. Everything is happening. Everything is in Krishna's control. Without Krishna's permission, nothing can happen. So, we have to fully depend on Krishna for everything. That's it. So, do everything for Krishna, leave everything to Krishna, do everything for Krishna. That's what we can do. Then, we will be able to purify ourselves. We will be able to regulate our activities. So all these things will happen with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is definitely giving us that knowledge. We are understanding. And as I mentioned yesterday also, like maybe next week, for 2 weeks, maybe my classes will be intermittent depending upon, because I'm traveling to India for 2 weeks. So on 22nd and 23rd, I'll be in Chennai. And if any devotee can come, I'm arranging a program of all the devotees meet there. A lot of other devotees, my IIT friends who studied Bhagavad Gita with me and all. So you can let me know, send me a message. So now we are studying in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. एवं परंपरा प्राप्तुम इमं राजर्ष्यो विदुः सकालेने हता योगो नष्टः तपाम्. So this knowledge was received through disciplic succession. That's how the saintly kings understood. But in the due course of time, this great knowledge was lost. O conqueror of enemies. That's what Krishna is telling. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in course of time, this succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. Then Krishna is, now Arjuna is asking a question. No, Krishna is continuing again one more sloka, then Arjuna asks a question in the 4th sloka. Then Krishna is telling Arjuna in the sloka number 3, Sayevayam maya tedye yogaha proktaha puradanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam hyetaduttamam. So, that same knowledge which I gave it to sun god Vivaswan, that yogaha proktaha puratanaha. So, that same knowledge which I gave to sun god Vivaswan, proktaha, spoken by me, puratanaha, the oldest, and yogaha, this knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita, I am teaching you now, because maya by me, te, to you, explain, adya. So I am explaining to you today. I am explaining you the same knowledge to you today. Because bhakto si me sakha cheti, you are my bhakta, you are my devotee, and you are my sakha, you are my friend. That's why this rahasyam hi etad uttamam, that's why this topmost secret I am revealing this to you. And we are studying Bhagavad Gita now. So that same knowledge what Krishna gave it to Arjuna. So Krishna is telling Arjuna in the battlefield, that same knowledge which I gave it to Vivaswan, I'm teaching you. Because you are my friend and my devotee. Now that same knowledge which Krishna gave to Vivaswan, that same knowledge which Krishna gave to Arjuna, and that same knowledge Krishna is giving it to us now. We are studying now. Because Krishna is treating us his friend and devotee. That's the reason we are understanding this secret. The very ancient science of relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. Then the next sloka Arjuna is asking a question. Arjuna uvacha aparam bhavatto janma param janma vivasvataha katham etadvijaniyam tvamadau proktavaniti. Arjuna said, by birth you are junior to sun god Vivaswan, Aparam. Your birth is Aparam, means you are born only now. And Vivaswan born many millions of years ago, Param. So Aparam Bhavato Janma, Param Janma Vivasvata. Then how can I understand that you gave this knowledge, you told this, you gave this knowledge to Vivaswan? How am I to understand? Because by birth you are much, you are only born now, but Vivaswan was born long time ago. Arjuna said, the sun god Vivaswan is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to him? So Krishna's causeless mercy, we successfully finished fourth sloka in the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. So we will continue to study tomorrow. Hare Krishna.